Well, good day, runners, and welcome to the Scotiabank Toronto Waterfront Marathon virtual run weekend. Here's some race day tips for you that will hopefully help you have a great time on race weekend. What's your goal? Your goal is simply to finish. Your first race is the experience, not for the competition. Run knowing it's your first time and it'll be a personal record. Eating and drinking. On race day, don't eat or drink anything out of the ordinary. This is not the time to experiment, nor a time when you heard about other athletic superfoods to experiment with them. Nor do you have time to be concerned with the carbohydrate loading you've heard favored by some marathon runners. In fact, for your last meal, taken at least 3 hours before the race start, you might want to consider eating less than normal, since nervousness can upset your digestive system. In the warmer weather, drink at least 500 milliliters of water 1 hour before the start and continue drinking every 10 minutes during the race. You should practice the same on hot weather training runs. Don't forget, heat can kill and is very detrimental to your running performance. Don't try to be a hero in hot races. Adjust your expectations. Drink fluids at regular intervals in relationship to the water lost from your perspiration and your breathing. What kind of strategy should you use? Well, planning your race strategy in advance will build your confidence. Break the course into small sections, making sure you know where the hills and other key landmarks are located. It's particularly important that you know the last half kilometer of the course. On race day, it's a good idea to warm up by running over the last kilometer of the course to set a few landmarks in your mind. How to get ready. Don't be intimidated by others runners when you see them out running. Many of them are preparing for a harder effort, whereas you may want to save your energy for a more comfortable pace by doing some walking, some stretching, some light jogging to loosen up before the race starts. Lining up and starting. Make sure you start at a comfortable pace. Don't get caught up in the starting sprint. Start running at a pace you feel comfortable and begin slowly. Don't worry about the other people around you. It's far better to start slowly and catch up to them later than to begin too fast and be passed by hundreds of runners in the last kilometer or two. Once you get room to run freely, move into a normal, relaxed training pace. Maintain that pace, and it should be one that allows you to talk comfortably, at least until you reach the halfway mark. Then if you feel strong and want to pick it up, go ahead, but make sure you do it gradually. If you reach a point of struggle, slow down to regain your strength. Take some walking breaks. Run 10 minutes and walk 1. Nowhere on the entry form does it say that you can't walk. So if you feel the need to take a walking break, particularly in the hills, but never stop moving forward unless you're hurt. Disguise your walking breaks by calling them water breaks. Since drinking water is so important during the race, many runners stop and drink when they get to the water tables. You can do this, getting water plus the need to rest during each run session. No one will be the wiser. Finishing. Keep your pace constant and steady. Don't sprint hard at the finish line. This is not only unwise, but it can also be dangerous. Concentrate on finishing with a good, relaxed, strong form. Now for recovery. After you finish, be sure to walk around for a cool down. Drink plenty of fluids, especially if it's been a hot day. Change into dry clothes as soon as possible when you get home, and stretch your muscles thoroughly before taking a cool shower. Don't do anything the next day. Although it's okay to swim or bike, you might find it hard to contain your newfound racing enthusiasm, but to run on legs that are sore from the race can only lead to injuries. Where do you go from training after the post-race? After training meticulously for 18 weeks to a year for your race, many runners ask, now what? To avoid suffering from post-race syndrome following your big race, set up some new goals for yourself. First and foremost, do some loose running to test the new level of fitness you obtained over your training cycle. This is time to think of maintaining the level of performance your body has reached as an athlete. The key to maintaining your level of fitness is a maintenance program which will contemplate a new goal. For the 10K racer, keep your long run in the vicinity of 8 kilometers to 5 miles range and use your new level of fitness to train for some other fast 5Ks. Your base training is in place, and you can use the 5K races to improve your overall sense of speed and self-assurance. For the half marathon, runners can schedule a long run of 12 kilometers to maintain their endurance. A half marathon runner on the off weekends can schedule in some 10K races to work on your speed, strength, and self-confidence. The marathon runner can keep their long runs in the range of 16 kilometers or 10 miles. In addition to keeping you in shape, the 16 kilometers every other weekend will be a great way to abbreviate your training for the next marathon. By maintaining your long run in the 16-kilometer range, you can prepare for the next marathon in as little as 12 weeks, or you can prepare for the half marathon in 6 weeks. Give yourself adequate recovery from a race, 2 weeks from a race, 3 weeks from a half marathon, and 4 weeks from a full marathon before you race again or do any high-quality training runs. You can run, but think of your runs as massage-type runs to loosen up your legs. Above all, have fun and enjoy the Scotiabank Toronto Waterfront Marathon.